They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense.
King Harold, Kings Club Casino, Kings Club Baccarat, Kings Club Baccarat Chop. The original Kings Club methodology of making money at Baccarat. We are shuffling right now. We have a green background and pretty new cards. And we have $10,957 on the board. We're going for $300. We have a $2,000 buy-in. So we have to get to $11,257 or close there too. So we are going to have a no bet. We're looking to have one side win 2 hands in a row. The banker has won 1. The banker has won 2. So now we're going to start with a player bet. This is a $25 table, which means we're going to start at $100, which is 3 units above. Gives us some space to play. We're going to play player, $100. And watch closely. We need to know everything that we do with the bets, everything we do with the selection, how long we play, where we go with the selections. These are the things that you need to know. So we are starting with the $100 bet, 3 units above the minimum table. We're starting with player at 100 because the banker has won 2 in a row. And the player won at $100. So our next bet for player is going to be $50, but we're going to go forward. Now the player has won 1, so if the player wins right away, we're going to banker because 2 wins is all it takes. The player has won 1. Here's a no bet shuffle. I'm standing there just watching, nothing to play. The player won. So now we have a $50 bet on, on the banker, because that's 2 units down from the $100 win. And we're on the banker for $50. And the banker lost, which means at 50 we go to 125. We're playing chop, so we're at 125 on the player. And the player won at 125, so our next bet for the player is at 75. So this is how we do it. We play until we win. We mark where we were, because that's where we're going to restart. And we keep in mind that the player has now won 1. And so we see who wins this time. The player has won 1 time. Here's the no bet. The banker won, so we're going to continue observing. The banker won again. So we have a $75 bet on the player. Banker has won twice. We go down 2 units from 125, $75 bet on the player. The player lost at 75, so we go up 3 units and we move to the banker for $150. Two losses, this goes to the player for $225.
You got a $2,000 bankroll, right?
Right, $2,000. So we won at $225, which makes our next bet at $175, down 2 units. So this is a no bet, and the player has won 1. The banker wins. Did I say 2? We won at 225, so we go to 175. This is the chop. The banker won, the player won. This is what you'll see very often. Banker won, player won, tie. When we restart now, got to have 2 wins in a row. The player has won 1 time. The player has won twice. We're at 175 on the banker, and here we go. and we're at 175, so we got to go to 250 on the player. Winning at 250, the next bet's going to be at $200, and we're on no bet. The player has won one time. The player has won two times. The bet is $200 on the banker. Structured and organized as we go. The bet, when we make the bet, how much the bet is. $200 on the banker. The banker wins. We're at 11,397. Got Angel here. He's not saying anything because he's watching me closely.
Yeah, because he went over 300.
So we were just short of it,
Yeah.
11,257. We're at 11,397. So that is what, $440?
Yeah, something like that.
So we made $440, and the whole point of this is to show you that it's a holistic approach, as everything that we do is a holistic approach. Everything is intended to be organized and followed functionally every step. You've got to know you've stayed out. You've got to know when it's won two times in a row. You got to know the tie restart. You got to know when you have a win, what the next bet is, and when it is. If you win the bet with the player, you've got to go down $50 and be ready to go on the banker if the player wins another time. If the banker then wins, you've got to sit tight with the amount that you're going to bet, waiting out until somebody has won twice. It did have a little adversity today, which it happens. I mean, you do have streaks in this thing. And we had today one time, one side won 4 straight hands, but then we won the 5th. And because of the power of the Delaware Bear, as you elevate, winning the 2 hands in a row usually gets you pretty close to making your money. That's what I want to be able to articulate for you. The downside, if there is one, if there's a downside to Baccarat, it's that you oftentimes have a $25 or even a $50 minimum. Worry not about that. Have your $2,000 buy-in. Go in. If it's a $50, then fine. Start at $125. You want to have some ability to go down if you win in your first hand. And we didn't win the first hand today, so we stayed elevated a little. But again, it doesn't matter if you stay elevated. What matters is, do you get your 15%? And today we made $400 in, I don't know, 10 minutes. The hand might take a little bit longer at the casino. One last thing I'd like to add to it is the Baccarat table has more positions to bet than there are seats. Actually, it has twice as many positions. And it is a friendly environment. The other players are not in opposition to you, and they often are teaming with you. There's often a feel of camaraderie, like at the blackjack table, although you're betting different things. So if all the positions are taken, you can still play. And actually, it's better to play this way I'm going to describe. You can play standing behind a player by playing the other side of his bets, and they will gladly allow you to do that. Like there are 2 sides, banker player on each position. The guy sitting will only be playing 1. You can stand, you can lean over, say, pardon me, and you can make your bet on the other position. The dealer is fine with it. The players are fine with it. And I have done this many times because you are not going to be settling in to play for hours. This is not the entertainment thing where you're settling in. You're wanting to make your 15% and go. You walk in with your $2,000, you buy in. It could be 2 or 3 hands and you have your money. And you color up and you leave. This is your side hustle. This is your profession. Of all the games that we have played, and I'm going to show you a roulette game in the next session that you can win at roulette too. But of all the games we've played, this appears to me so far to be the most ironclad way to make your money every day. Now, following the craps modification from King Chuck that I watched how he played, and I have made my own little modification of it, that I like. I like everything that King Chuck does too, but I want to try to make the money and move. And the modification on craps that I have has proven to be very good too. The roulette strategy I'm going to show you in the next session is one as well. But there are risks with the roulette. Roulette is the most difficult game to play in the casino, and most often everyone at the roulette table loses. It's a very difficult game to win because it's a random thing that numbers come up and everybody wants to try to predict where the numbers are going to go, and that's the first mistake people make at the roulette table. Predicting what it's going to be and then betting that prediction is the road to losses. It's better just to throw caution to the wind and play your random numbers according to our structures of how to do it and wait for the intersections to occur rather than try to predict intersections. But as you've seen here, and I'm going to show you more on Baccarat Chop. This is Kings Club Baccarat Chop. We didn't reserve it just for the kings and queens. We gave it to the whole community because I want the whole community to know. And I did have questions that came to me that indicated that either I wasn't a very good instructor or people didn't watch very thoroughly the session, because there were some questions asked that indicated that I didn't communicate very well how to do this. So today I was really trying to go kind of like by the numbers of, here it is. Banker, banker, we're going to play player. We lose, we're going to go up $75, 3 units, we're going to play banker. We lose, we're going to go up 3 units, we're going to play player. We win. We're going to go down 2 units on the next play. The player has won once. If the player wins right now, the bet's going to be on the banker. And so I want the questions to come in on whatever you're unsure of about this, because I want this kingdom to be able to walk out there and make money. And this is a very civilized, elegant game that is played within the quietness of the high salon rooms. And you can find yourself there, and you can find yourself making $300, $400, $500 a night and going home. And I will be so happy and so proud for you. And then you can talk to the angel, and he's going to tell you where to put that $500. Here he is right here, because we do Baccarat Chop and we do crypto recommendations.
Well, Turbo is having a consolidation today. It's down, I think 5.5%. So if anybody in the kingdom has not bought Turbo or wanted to buy Turbo, today's the day. We're gonna probably get this video out today as well, and it probably will still be down. We got some news coming in the coming days that will probably, even if you put your money in today, and let's say you didn't want to be in crypto or you didn't want to keep it and grow, the 10x or keep it in for a long time, you probably can make a quick little bit of money in this coming week, because there is going to be some news being dropped, and it should accelerate the profit making for people, and then you can make your money. Stay in if you want, because it is going to go. It's going to go up quite a bit in the next couple weeks, months. But it's at 5889 right now, 0.005889. And of course, there's some other cryptos out there that I'm researching and putting a little bit of money here and there in, and trying to diversify a little bit. But besides that, don't have anything further. And partner, do you have anything further to discuss or say or anything else?
Yeah, so that was your epilogue to the Baccarat Chop and the inside baseball talk on crypto from the guy who knows it best and is an administrator of Uphold Turbo tokens, knows it inside and out. And so we're trying to share with you ways that everybody can be prosperous. In this kind of economy that we have, finding side hustles and ways to make money for you and your families are what we're all in this for. So thank you for liking today's session. Thank you for subscribing. If you're new to this, this is where we teach professional winning in a casino as a profession or as a side hustle. And if you can make $200, $300, $400 a day, tax-free money in a casino, of course it will be life-changing for you. And then if you can put that money where Angel's telling you to do it, then you're going to be establishing yourself as a lifelong way of bringing in revenue. And that's what we're here for. You've got the Batman and Robin of making money right here. I don't know which one of us is Batman and which one's Robin. I'm just lowly Gideon, supported by my angel. Like the video if you would, please. Ask any questions that you have. We're going to be very responsive to you. And we're going to be coming back to you tomorrow with a roulette and with more crypto insider information. For the angel, the king bids you adieu.